This is Majungasaurus, and it's known for being the cannibal dinosaur, but honestly, I think that's kind of an unfair rep. But before we get into that, let me tell you some facts about when it lived, where it lived, and what kind of dinosaur it was. So, Majungasaurus was a bipedal theropod dinosaur, meaning it was a two-legged carnivore, and it lived in the late Cretaceous period around 70 to 66 million years ago in what is now Madagascar. And Majungasaurus is classified as an abelosaurid, and abelosaurid dinosaurs are known for their short, high skulls and reduced forelimbs, so they have boxy skulls and short arms. The most famous abelosaurid is arguably Carnotaurus. Majungasaurus was pretty decently sized. It got to around 7 meters long or 23 feet. It had a distinct wide skull, a thickened bone on the top of its head, and a singular horn. So let's talk about the cannibalism. So Majungasaurus is one of the few dinosaurs where there has been found direct fossil evidence showing that this dinosaur engaged in cannibalism. So think Majungasaurus bones with other Majungasaurus bite marks on. However, I think Majungasaurus being deemed as the cannibal dinosaur is an unfair title, although it's very, very cool, because most likely nearly all theropod dinosaurs would have engaged in cannibalism. In fact, there is fossil evidence showing that T-Rex and Allosaurus both also most likely engaged in cannibalism. In fact, I'm sorry guys, but most animals on the planet do engage in cannibalism to some degree. I'm not saying it's common, but even herbivores like deer have been recorded engaging in cannibalism. Here is a deer snacking on the remains of another deer. And anybody who's owned rabbits may be familiar with the fact that they may eat their babies. So long story short, I think Majungasaurus is a very cool dinosaur, and it is actually super fascinating that we found direct fossil evidence that it engaged in cannibalism. However, the way some people in the dinosaur community treat it is like, hey, there was once this dinosaur that was a cannibal, how crazy is that? It's kind of over-demonizing it because most theropod dinosaurs probably would have engaged in cannibalism. In fact, herbivore dinosaurs may have engaged in cannibalism too. It's just we haven't found much fossil evidence for that. But don't get me wrong, it's an awesome title and it's very cool that we have found fossil evidence of it. Anyway, follow me for more daily dinosaur videos. Bye!